Hey everyone, what is up? This is Kirby Marie here. Today we're going to be doing a different short video. Today we're going to be talking about the Game Awards of 2020. We're going to be seeing the nominations for each category based on the Game Awards. I think the event, if I saw on Google, says that the event will happen on December 10. Very excited for it. So yeah. Oh yeah, it says right there, Thursday, December 10th. So yeah. So we're going to be watching a couple of nominees. I'm going to give my personal opinion why I think probably this one could win, probably why this one could not win this category, whatever.
Wow.
And let me know. Share your thoughts on this. I would love to see your opinion. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. So let's just get to it already. So first off, we start off with Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. So here we have Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Animal Crossing: New Horizons, and The Last of Us Part 2.
No, for real, don't play like that. Are you serious?
It's obvious that The Last of Us Part 2 is still gonna get nominated anyway.
Wow.
Doom Eternal, I haven't played. I seen walkthrough. I have played the first one, and it's really cool. It has one of the most brutal combat you could ever see. Very, kick-ass music that I love so much. It's just so great. Very good game to take all the stress you wish, all that anger you wish to take away. But I'm very glad it's getting nominated. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm very glad it got nominated as well. I recently started playing on my channel, but I did play the original as well, and it is very good. I absolutely love it. The music in the game is well made too, especially the Airbusted theme. Oh my god, I can't stop listening to that one non-stop at all, but it's very amazing. Ghost of Tsushima, very great game. I put it as my #1 game of best games of 2020 so far. It's just the combat, the story, everything. There's so many right things about this game that I genuinely love. The characters, the story that is actually based on Mongolian times, but with fictional characters, and it feels like it actually happened when in reality it didn't, and that's how good of a job they did. I love getting invested with the story, but I have not personally played it. I have seen walkthroughs of it. My boyfriend also has played it, but I really love it, and I can't wait for at some point getting the chance to play it. So yeah. The next one is Hades. I heard good things about Hades, but I have not seen any playthroughs or anything about Hades, so I can't say much about Hades because I have no idea. Animal Crossing: New Horizons. I have that game on my Nintendo Switch, and it is one of the most addicting games you can ever imagine. It's just amazing. I love playing it, and it came out in such a perfect time in that sense, because throughout this whole epidemic that's been happening with COVID, and people would probably feel super down whatsoever. This game just brings up smiles to people, and you can just spend hours and hours just getting lost in the game. And by the way, over there's my neighbor Fusha. So yeah, very great game, and I'm very surprised that it actually got nominated for a Game of the Year, and it's just would be crazy to see it win. And The Last of Us Part 2, as usual, I personally would think that The Last of Us Part 2 could be close to winning, but probably not at the same time because of the so many controversies that it brought. I think the gameplay, the graphics are very well made, and some of the characters are good. In fact, all the characters are kind of okay. I mean, I know a lot of people hated Abby. I hate Abby for killing Joel, but I mean, what can you do? I don't know. But I mean, I don't think Abby's the worst person ever, but the way they handled the story in here is just, for me personally, wasn't good. And but still, there were a lot more people who enjoyed it, so I guess obviously there's a reason why it's a nomination. Personally, I think the first game is better than this one, but I wouldn't be mad if it won for some reason. I know people would be pissed if they won, if The Last of Us Part 2 won. But for me personally, I wouldn't be mad that The Last of Us Part 2 would win. Because I don't hate the game, I'm just disappointed in the story, and that's pretty much it. But again, my opinion, either that one, The Last of Us Part 2, or Ghost of Tsushima could win. But it would be funny that everybody's discussing like, oh, The Last of Us gonna win, or Ghost of Tsushima, but then Animal Crossing gets to win. That would be hilarious. And then the next one we have is Best Game Direction. I don't know how to read. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Obviously, we got Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, and The Last of Us Part 2. Obviously, either Ghost of Tsushima or The Last of Us Part 2 in this one again.
Bruh.
Well, yeah. Final Fantasy VII Remake, maybe, but it's just a remake of something that already existed, and so I'm not sure entirely. And Hades, again, I can't say much because I have not seen anything from Hades. Half-Life Alyx did have some interesting storyline and gameplay, especially with VR. It's one of the best VR games that has come out since a really long time. And especially a game that is so popular from Valve that, you know, I'm just very glad it just came back. I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't not play that. I can't play on VR. Okay, Best Narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and The Last of Us Part 2. I could either go, obviously, the 4 over there. That could probably be not close to winning. Aegis is just a dish added there, but I don't think it's gonna even get any close to winning.
Nope.
You know, I think the majority of them will be either Ghost of Tsushima or The Last of Us Part 2. We'll see. Best Art Direction. I think in obviously we have Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of Wisp,
Nice.
and The Last of Us Part 2. I think this one will definitely go for The Last of Us Part 2 in the Best Art Direction. Because, you know, whether you agree or not, despite the game having a very horrible story for me, the graphics look, the art style of everything looks so real, so well done. It's so beautiful, especially on the PS4. It's just, man, Naughty Dog has that nice talent of making things just so realistic, and the attention to detail they went through everything. Oh my god, that's just nice.
Perfect.
And Final Fantasy VII Remake, I did encounter a couple of weird stuff in terms of the art direction whatsoever, and you know, I don't think it would win. Ori and the Will of Wisp does have some beautiful art, but unfortunately, I feel like it's just nominated there, but I don't think it's gonna even get close.
Not even
Hades,
close.
I don't think so either. It could be, again, either Ghost of Tsushima or The Last of Us Part 2. And we got the Best Score in Music for outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, or licensed soundtrack. So this one we have Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, Ori and the Will of Wisp, and The Last of Us Part 2. Doom Eternal has some of the most kick-ass music ever.
Yeah.
And just, you know, makes you lose yourself in there, in that badass place, just killing the hell out of these monsters whatsoever. It totally makes you feel like a badass, to be honest. And Final Fantasy VII Remake has incredible music as well. Again, the air-busted theme is my personal favorite. It felt like a really badass music version of Attack on Titan, and I really like it. Hades, I have no idea. Ori and the Will of Wisp, they definitely have some nice music. I absolutely love it. It makes me also get lost in the game and just enjoy it in general. And The Last of Us Part 2 has some very good music as well, sentimental ones whatsoever, and I think that, you know. Anyways, so, but for me, could it be Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy, or The Last of Us in between those, so both. Best Audio Design. Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, which I don't know why is that in there,
Remember that? Yeah. Trash.
to be honest, and The Last of Us Part 2. Obviously, scratch Resident Evil 3. It's not gonna even get close.
Not even
Half-Life
close.
Alyx neither. For me, it could be Doom Eternal, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us Part 2. Whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know why they put Resident Evil 3. It's just for me, it's one of the more disappointing ones that has come out so far.
The lowest is what? 0.
Best performance awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion, or performance capture. Ashley Johnson as Ellie, Laura Bailey as Abby, Daisuke Tsuji as Jin Sakai, Logan Cunningham as Hades, Naji Jeter as Miles Morales. That's weird that I'm seeing Spider-Man, but it wasn't awarded for the best game, I guess? I don't know. Anyways, obviously, for me, it could be either one or two Last of Us characters or Jin Sakai's character, the voice actor, sorry. Obviously, I don't think, Abby could get close to both, but I don't think her character would win. Laura Bailey did such an amazing job with her character. Laura Bailey is one of my personal favorite voice actress in the entire life. And even though she voiced a character that a lot of people didn't like, I'm sure that she deserves it for giving her best in this character, and I'm very proud of her for getting nominated. But yeah, I think it could either be in between Ashley Johnson or Daisuke Tsuji. So next, games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. I found Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition, Spiritfarer, Tell Me Why, and Through the Darkest of Times. The only game I know out of these is just only Tell Me Why, because it's from Dopenot, and they're the creators of one of my favorite games, Vampire, that I play on my channel. I think for me, it could either, I don't know, I'm just saying it could probably be Tell Me Why, but since I have not checked out the other games, I can't be certain for sure Tell Me Why would win. But if I were to vote, I would vote for Tell Me Why. Best ongoing. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, or No Man's Skies. For me, it's pretty obvious. Probably Fortnite. So I'm not gonna even brag too much about that. Best Indie. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system, you got Carrion. Carrion is a game where you're like this blob monster that you start to transform into a giant blob monster and you must murder the hell out of everyone. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. I'm very glad it's getting nominated for something. It's a really cute game. I make 2 episodes on my channel. It's really fun when you're playing with other friends as well. It's just so cute and super funny. Having 60 players and only one needs to get to the crown. That's really cool. Next, we earn Hades. Don't know much about Hades, but I think Hades could win on this one because I've seen it in so many of the other categories, especially as Game of the Year, so probably Hades. And then we got Spelunky 2 and Spiritfarer that I have no idea what they're. And then the next game are Best Mobile Game. For the best game playable on a mobile device, Among Us, obviously, I knew it was gonna be there. Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, and Pokemon Cafe Mix. We did an episode once in Pokemon Cafe. It was pretty fun, but it has microtransactions. I think Genshin Impact, I did hear that it also has microtransactions as well and stuff like that, so yeah. Legend of Runeterra, no idea what it is. Call of Duty Mobile, I've seen so many of my friends played it and whatsoever, but it could either be that one or Among Us. Among Us probably could be the winner because it's just so cool when you're playing with 9 other people, and you know, you have to try to find out which ones are the imposters, which ones are not, and you have to use your brain to lie in such a good way if you're the imposter, and it's just so well done, and I'm very glad it got nominated. Next, Best Community Support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support. Transparency and responsiveness inclusive of social media activity and game update patches. So this is more like They earned an award for community support in the sense that the developers communicate with people throughout social media whatsoever. I think for me it could be Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, the winner, because ever since the game came out, from the very moment of the beginning, they used to communicate with us as players a lot in terms of updates, or if they have to fix the patches, or even when they begin in the beginning with the whole servers thing, and they're always letting us know about the servers and whatsoever, and it's really nice of them. So I think Fall Guys could be the one. The next is Best VR AR. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. So we got Dreams. Dreams, I did put it on my list of the top 10s as well. Cute little game. I really love it. Yeah, but it's really nice and fun. Half-Life Alyx. I think Half-Life Alyx was the one who's gonna take the cake on this one, like legit. It's one of the best VR games ever to come out, and so definitely Half-Life Alyx. Marvel's Iron Man VR. Didn't even see that. Didn't even know there was a Marvel's Iron Man VR. Oh my goodness. And then the next is Star Wars Squadron. Yeah. So that one's from EA. EA, you know, the EA's kind of trashy, but when developers want to make good games and EA lets them, I'm just so content with that. So, and Star Wars Squadron is kind of a good game, and you can play it both in VR or outside VR. On The Walking Dead Saints and Sinner, I saw it was next. Innovation in accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. We have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Grounded, Hyperdot, never heard of Hyperdot, The Last of Us Part 2, and Watch Dogs Legion. I think, I don't know, probably Assassin's Creed or Last of Us? I have no idea. I'm just gonna say probably those two because I don't know. Best action. For the best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat. Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, Street of Rage 4. Yeah, it could either be between Doom Eternal or Hades. Again, I have not seen Hades, but I've seen it in so many nominations. Could probably be Hades, but I would go more for Doom with that badass shooting and exploding monsters and beating the crap out of them and ripping stuff apart and whatsoever. It's just so satisfying. Remember the next one, Best Action Adventure. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and The Last of Us Part 2. My question is, what is the Star Wars Jedi doing there? Didn't that game came out 2 years ago? Unless they gave us some update or something, but I don't know. Obviously, it could be Ghost of Tsushima for me. Ghost of Tsushima needs to win this one. It's just so well done. Alright, next. Best role playing. For the best game design with rich player characters, customization, and progression, including massively multiplayer experience. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royale, Wasteland 3, and Yakuza Like a Dragon. I have no idea about the others except for Final Fantasy VII, so I would probably go for Final Fantasy VII. I think Final Fantasy VII will win this one for sure. Best fighting game. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter 5, Champion Edition. Jeez, I don't know Roman numbers. One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, On the Night in Birth X8 Late CLR. Obviously, for me, no piece of cake right there. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate is gonna probably take the award. Next, Best Family. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre platform. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, Minecraft Dungeons, Paper Mario The Origami King. Obviously, I think that the winner for sure is gonna be Animal Crossing. It's a very addicting game. I spent a lot of time playing that game, and I can't stop playing it. I did start playing it after because I had to do this video. Next, best sim strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay irrespective of platform. Crusaders King 3, Desperados 3, Gears Tactics, Microsoft Flight Simulator, XCOM Chimera Squad. For me, I think it probably would be Microsoft Flight Simulator.
What?
And it sounds like you're probably gonna be like, what the fudge? But it's because Microsoft Flight Simulator, like the way they created the world when you fly around, it's so realistic, and it kind of almost looks exactly like our world, what it looks like. And it has like an actual time. You can change the time if you want, or if you can make it rain, whatsoever, and it's just so well done. And you can even get close to some buildings that you know, they don't show exactly what it looks like, but it's close to what it looks like in our world, if you get what I mean. But it was pretty good, so I think Microsoft Flight Simulator could be the one. Best sports racing for the traditional and non-traditional sports and racing games. Dirt 5, F1 2020, FIFA 21, EA, you suck ass, NBA 2K21, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2. I have no idea who will win because I have not seen any of these games because I don't like sports, and yeah. We're just gonna go on with it. You guys tell me who you think could win. Next, best multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experience, irrespective of game genre of platform. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzone, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and Valorant. I think, like, Animal Crossing New Horizons multiplayer isn't that big of a deal, but I think it could be between Fall Guys and Among Us, so yeah, I mean, Valorant could be a close one too, but meh. Next, best debut game. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio, we got Carrion, Mortal Shell, Raji, and Asian Epic, Rookie, and Phasmophobia. No big deal. Obviously, it could be between Carrion, Mortal Shell, and Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia is another game that blew out recently, and you know, you play with 3 other players. You explore around haunted places. You need to find stuff that will help you investigate what paranormal activity is going on in that place, and how you can solve and you know, I guess solve the mystery whatsoever. And obviously it has a good thing. It's really scary, and when you die, if you die, your friends will not heal you until the gameplay is over whatsoever. So it's pretty crazy. You can use detecting stuff to see if there's a spirit nearby. Also take pictures whatsoever. It's just so crazy and very atmospheric in that sense. I know the graphics probably don't look that nice, but it still makes for good gameplay, and I'm sure that if they get a lot more support, they would probably perfect this game and probably make another better game as well. Okay, next one, best esports game. For the game that has delivered the best overall esport experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective genre or platform. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Fortnite, League of Legends, Valorant. I don't know. I guess between League of Legends, Fortnite, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, in my opinion. And yeah, that's pretty much it about the 2020 nominees awards. Let me know what your thoughts are so far. Obviously, in general, of the Game Award in general, I think it will definitely be either Ghost of Tsushima or The Last of Us Part 2. But again, I know that is going to cause a controversy if The Last of Us Part 2 wins, so
Yikes.
choose wisely. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, drop that like button, helps a lot. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel and leave your comments of this. And yeah, let's discuss about this, and yeah, see you on the next video. Bye.